Facts First presents. After a lady insulted him, this hard-working man had the best response. There's an old saying that you should never judge a book by its cover. That means you shouldn't judge somebody based simply on what they look like on the outside. And many people say that they try to live by this motto, but unfortunately many people don't. There are plenty of judgmental people in this world who will judge others simply on the way they look. And Andy Ross was a victim of one of these people. Before I tell you his story, though, help us spread the word about Facts First by clicking that like button, and also be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss our future videos. For Andy, it was a typical shopping trip to his local grocery store. He'd been working a lot lately and had just barely enough time to get to the supermarket. Andy worked in the construction business and he knew that he was filthy, but his refrigerator and cupboards were empty. He figured that he could just pull off a quick trip and still get home in time to make some dinner and relax. He never expected that his shopping trip would be so eventful. When Andy was shopping, he noticed that there was a young girl watching him, and the look on her face told him that she was afraid of him and she completely disapproved of him for some reason. Andy didn't think too much of it. He was dirty, his short-sleeved shirt was filthy, his tattoos were showing. He assumed the young girl was a bit sheltered and didn't know any better. When Andy made it to the checkout, he discovered that the lines were really long. He needed food, so he was willing to wait. He took out his phone, checked a few emails, and sent a text to his friend while waiting in line. When he looked up from his phone, he realized the woman and her daughter were in line right in front of him. The girl seemed to be hiding behind her mother, staring at him. The mother used this as a teaching opportunity for her daughter, but it wasn't the type of teaching opportunity that you would expect. The woman looked up at Andy and then she leaned down to her daughter. Andy wasn't sure if she was trying to be quiet when she spoke to her daughter or if she was just so rude she wanted him to hear what she said. When she leaned down, she said to her daughter, "That is why you should stay in school." Andy couldn't believe what he just heard. How dare this woman assume that he was homeless based on his appearance? At that moment, Andy really wasn't sure what to do. He could have ignored the woman and just let her be an ignoramus, or he could tell her exactly how he felt. Well, this is a Facts First video, so you know that he went with the latter. He decided if he kept quiet, her daughter would learn that it's okay to treat people that way and to judge them by the way they look. He decided, yeah, it was up to him to speak up to this woman. So, he was angry, but he looked directly at the woman and told her that, hey, I have a high school education. In fact, I also have a college education. He told her his appearance that day was proof that he was a hard-working man. He told her that he saw her judging him for his tattoos, and he let the woman know that tattoos are just an excellent form of creativity. He told her that by making her daughter think tattoos were wrong, that would stifle her creativity when she got older. He was ticked. The woman looked at this man in shock. She couldn't believe that he actually called her out on what she said. As Andy spoke to her, she didn't say much back. Even after he finished speaking, the woman had nothing to say. Clearly, Andy put her in her place. When Andy got home, he was still pretty steamed about the whole thing, so he decided to create a post on Facebook about this woman's rotten behavior in the store, and it wasn't long before his post went viral. People from all over the world were sharing and commenting on his post. Most people believe that Andy was absolutely right for calling that woman out for what she said. Almost all the comments were positive, and Andy wasn't the only one who was appalled by this woman's behavior. You can only hope that this woman saw the post. She needs to see again how ignorant she was being and that she was teaching her daughter the wrong lessons. When you judge a person by the way they look, 9 out of 10 times, you're wrong. And subscribe for more.